All right, here's Try It 1.15. So it's from section 1.2 of the PreCalculus OpenStax book. You're asked to find the domain of this function right here. As we saw in a previous example, the domain rules, there's two things you have to worry about at this point in math. Don't divide by 0, don't take the square root or really any even root of a negative number. Much like example 1.18, the second one will not apply to this example because there's no square roots in this function right here, so I don't have to worry about it. However, I could divide by 0. Any values of x that would make me divide by 0. Well, this one is a little bit harder to see what values of x would make you divide by 0. You might be able to just talk yourself into it, but a more formal way of figuring it out is taking the denominator, setting it equal to 0, and solving. So to solve this one, I could add 1 to both sides of the equation, and then I could divide both sides of the equation by 2 to get x equals 1/2. Note, x equals 1/2 is not my answer. In fact, it's exactly what is not my answer. My answer is all numbers except for x equals 1/2. Because if x equals 1/2, then the bottom equals 0. That's what I just solved for. And if the bottom equals 0, I'm not getting an output. So x equals 1/2 is the one number that if I put into this machine would give me an undefined output. In other words, it's one number that's not in the domain. So the domain is everything except for 1/2. If you want to draw that with a number line, you could say 1/2 is, I don't know, maybe right here. And I do not want that. I want everything that's smaller than that, less than, and everything that's greater than that. In interval notation, I'd say that's everything from -infinity up to +1/2. Union, everything from +1/2 up to infinity. A couple things with interval notation. Make sure you put the open parentheses here. Parentheses as opposed to brackets because I do not want to include 1/2 in either of these two intervals. And the standard is to always use parentheses when we're talking about infinities or negative infinities. You could also express this answer using set builder notation. You could say it's a set of all x such that x is less than 1/2, or, kind of taking the place of the u for union, the set of all x such that x is greater than 1/2. And I suppose you could even write it just in inequality notation. You could just say x is less than 1/2 or x is greater than 1/2, or you could even say x does not equal 1/2. However you want. I would say one of these two would be your answer, and I'll call this one good.